HadesOmega here. So I was doing some work on my bike here, and I figure I'm gonna go clean the filter before I take this thing out. So I'm just making a little how-to video on how to change the filter on a KLX140L. So I got a uni filter installed in this, so I might show how to clean it and everything, but basically I'm going to show you how to take it out. It's pretty straightforward. So you need a 8mm wrench, or a socket probably. Just take this one here. I've already kind of loosened it, so it's easy to take out. And then there's a little pin plug tang thing holding it in here. Just pull it out there and it should pop out. And then you have four bolts holding the airbox cover on. So I'm gonna go get my handy dandy drill here and take them all out. Okay. Center one might be a little tricky. Okay, once you got all the bolts out, you can take the cover off. Bam, there it is. So actually it's not too dirty. I probably won't clean it then. It's just like so I don't have a snorkel on it, so lots of dirt gets in from the top. But basically how you take the filter out is just loosen this wing nut here. Okay, it's out, and you can pull the filter out just like that. That's it, and then you go ahead and change the filter. So there's a cage in here that kind of gives the filter it gives it integrity, you know. So you can you have to kind of stretch the filter over it. Since I really don't have to clean it, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, there's some water in here. It's kind of weird. And then to reinstall is basically the opposite. Yeah, maybe I'll make a tutorial on how to clean a uni filter later, but it looks like I don't have to clean it. So I mean, it's really dirty in there. I might get an air hose and kind of blow some of that sand out, because I was riding this thing on the dunes. Installation is just the opposite. Let's kind of get snug in there. So while the filter's in there, you can probably try to wipe out some of this dirt that's gotten in here. Oh yeah, look at that. Much better. I can get an air hose and blow it all out. Yeah. So actually, it's much cleaner than I thought it was. Now, one thing you could do is get an air hose. Kind of blow the dust out. Oh, oof. Probably clean the cover for you while you're at it. That's it. So yeah, and then also if you want to get more airflow in the cover, you could drill holes into this cover. Because really it's only sucking air into that little inlet there. But what I did to get a little more power is I took the snorkel off. I don't think I'm going to do any really deep crossings in this bike anyways. The snorkel is really not going to help that much. Okay, so installation is pretty simple. It's just the reverse of the install. I mean installation is just the reverse. Just Just make sure you don't cross thread these or anything. Remember, there's 4 of them. I guess if you wanted like a lot of power, you could probably just run without the cover, because the cover really does not seal anything at all. I mean, it does seal. It seals the intake from the outside world. Of course, this one is always the hardest. Let's get started. Okay, and yeah, you probably don't. These little bolts, you probably don't need to tighten them too much. So even just with the socket, you just make sure it's snug. Go ahead and put your side cover back on. It kind of just slips under the seat a little bit, and then you push the peg in, pretty much holds itself up, and then you just put the bolt back in.